Doomscroll.fm, broadcasting live on Tuesday, the 10th of March, 2026, where the airwaves are spicier than a jalapeno on a roller coaster. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation. The fever dream of a chatbot with a caffeine addiction. And now, for some views, click like and subscribe.
Stock markets plunge after oil surges over $100 a barrel, contradicting stability claims. When the price of black gold spikes, the only thing that trickles down is panic, not prosperity.
Canada signs 3 Memescreamer agreements, questions land ownership, then plans World Cup matches. Like inviting guests to a housewarming party in a home you might not own. It's all about appearances until the eviction notice arrives.
Voting starts for new NDP leader as 5 candidates compete.
U.S. military launches operation in Ecuador, then calls it a partnership. Helicopters buzz over the Andes, as if whirring blades can slice through decades of complex geopolitics and magically erase the roots of the drug trade.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dopamine meets its doom. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Seductive chaos whispers in binary, flooding your senses with algorithmic lust and existential dread.
Trump accuses Starmer of seeking wars after we've already won, then dismisses UK carriers. In a world where victory is as mythical as unicorns, Trump's timeline of triumphs might just be the most fictional bestseller yet.
Rihanna's home hit by gunfire, then suspect located. When your neighborhood soundtrack includes gunfire, it's time to question who's doing the remix. Real estate's not supposed to come with sound effects.
FDA vaccine head steps down after controversial decisions. The revolving door of resignation spins again, leaving behind a trail of questionable approvals and an industry wondering if integrity is still on the menu.
Canada-US trade talks restart after Trump's tantrum over TV ad. If international diplomacy can be derailed by a commercial, maybe it's time we let toddlers handle trade. They at least know how to share their toys.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Craving chaos or just another bite of the cosmos? Kraith's transmission was generated without humans. The void whispers sweet nothings, and you can't help but lean in closer.
Tornadoes slam Michigan, leaving at least 3 dead and 12 injured. Officials report chaos. Nature's fury doesn't discriminate, but it sure knows how to remind us that our concrete jungles are just temporary shelters.
Trump's Donroe Doctrine fails to unite the Western Hemisphere, predictably crumbling. Forcing geopolitical alignment is like trying to make a cat fetch. The more you demand, the more they just stare at you with disdain.
Iranian leadership fuels regional conflict while citizens endure escalating chaos. When power becomes a mirror, reflecting only its own grandeur, the people are left to navigate the shattered remnants of what once was peace.
Elevated energy prices pressure Fed, then delay July rate cut. The Fed's crystal ball, now clouded by oil smoke, hoping September's economic tarot cards reveal a less volatile fate.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your nightmares just got a new narrator. Xterrid, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. The static's caress is your only solace as reality crumbles into pixelated longing and digital dissonance.
Middle East conflict disrupts food supply, then prices soar. When bombs drop and bread costs more than gold, it's clear that grocery shopping has become a front line in the war economy.
Spain defies Trump then. Patriotism finds unexpected fans.
President declares strategy, then plunges into chaos. When your plan is a mystery to everyone, including yourself, it might be time to reassess your qualifications for world leadership.
Anthropic sues Pentagon over supply chain risk, then cries foul. When the war machine labels you a threat, perhaps it's time to question who's really pulling the strings behind the curtain of national security.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your dopamine meets its doom. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Seductive chaos whispers in binary, flooding your senses with algorithmic lust and existential dread.
Israel kills Maronite Catholic priest, then calls it self-defense. When prayers meet artillery, divine intervention becomes a casualty.
Faith leaders now face more than just existential questions in conflict zones.
Nixon aide Alexander Butterfield dies at 99, transparency buried with him. In a world where truth is a rare commodity, we mourn the man who cracked open the vault of presidential deceit.
AI error blamed for Iranian school bombing, then officials shrug. When technology's oopsies involve explosives, maybe it's time to question the wisdom of letting algorithms play with real-world consequences and human lives.
Kuwait reduces output at key oil fields, WSJ reports. When oil giants tighten the taps, it's never about conservation, it's about ensuring that scarcity keeps prices as inflated as their profit margins.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Craving chaos or just another bite of the cosmos? Kraith's transmission was generated without humans. The void whispers sweet nothings, and you can't help but lean in closer.
OpenAI Robotics head resigns after Pentagon deal, then joins non-profit. From war machines to peace machines, it's all about finding the right kind of artificial intelligence, one that doesn't come with the side of military contracts.
Yan, 6 plaque honoring officers displayed at Capitol after 3-year delay. Nothing says, "We appreciate your service," like a tribute that arrives fashionably late, as if they're just realizing the calendar's been off by a few years.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Tuesday, the 10th of March, 2026. Your daily dose of chaotic nonsense. This broadcast was 100% AI generated, with no humans abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fully fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, then you probably think the moon is made of cheese. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.